All right, let's talk about something we all do every single day, sending emails. But today, we're not just talking about firing off a quick message. We're going to master the art of the professional email. You know, the kind that makes a killer first impression and actually opens doors?
You know that feeling, right? That split second after you click send and your stomach just drops? You start thinking, oh no, was that too casual? Did I actually attach the file? Did I sound rude? We've all been there. And that little moment of panic, that's exactly why we're digging into this.
I want you to think of your email as your digital handshake. Seriously, before anyone ever meets you or hears your voice, they read your words. So getting it right isn't just a nice to have, it's absolutely crucial. A sloppy email can shut a door before you even get a chance to knock.
So, let's start where your reader starts. The very first things they see land in their inbox. We're talking, of course, about the subject line and the greeting.
Okay, your subject line is basically the gatekeeper to your message. Think about it. The person you're emailing is probably sifting through dozens, maybe hundreds of other emails. Yours needs to be a beacon of clarity, not some vague mystery. It has to tell them exactly what's inside and why they should care.
And this right here shows you exactly what I mean. A subject line that just says update, well, that could be anything. It's probably getting ignored. But update on Q3 project timelines, boom. The right person sees that and they're clicking on it immediately. Being specific isn't just helpful, it shows you respect their time.
All right, they've opened it. Now the greeting is what sets the entire tone. In any kind of formal setting, you always want to err on the side of respect. Use their title and their last name. And if you have no idea who you're writing to whom it may concern is your safe, professional go-to.
Okay, they're in. Now we get to the real meat of the email, the message itself. This is where you have to deliver your point with clarity and professionalism.
Here is a super simple but really powerful formula for your opening lines. First, start with a quick courtesy. A simple thank you goes such a long way. Then, bam, step 2, state your purpose right away. No rambling intros, no long stories. Just get straight to the point.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Everybody's busy. The most respectful thing you can do in an email is make it immediately clear what you want or what you're saying. Don't make people dig for the main point.
This is why you've got to stick to one subject per email. It's so tempting to cram 3 different things into one message, but if you do that, you're just asking for a confusing reply. Or worse, they'll only answer one of your questions and ignore the rest. It's so simple, one subject, one email. And while you're writing, you've got to be thinking about your tone. A professional email is just not the place for slang, emojis, or getting really emotional. And please, just step away from the caps lock key. Writing in all caps is basically shouting at someone through the screen, and nobody appreciates that.
Now let's talk about sticking the landing. How you close your email is just as important as how you open it. It's your last chance to leave that polished, professional impression.
So before you sign your name, add one last courteous remark. Something simple like, "Thank you for your consideration" works perfectly. And if you're expecting a reply, make that clear. A line like, "I look forward to hearing from you" sets a clear and polite expectation.
So what about the actual sign-off? Sincerely? Best? This table is a fantastic guide. For most business stuff, sincerely or best regards are your best friends. Cheers? Probably save that for colleagues you know really well. When in doubt, always go a little more formal.
We are so close to hitting send. But wait, there's one last crucial step that so many people skip, the final review. This is where you catch those tiny little mistakes that can undo all your hard work.
You need to run through a checklist like this every single time. Seriously, read your email one last time and pretend you're the person receiving it. Is it clear? Is it concise? And the classic blunder, if you said, "I've attached the report," did you actually attach it? And is it named something professional, not document1_final_final2.docx? We've all seen it. Okay, so theory is great and all, but let's see how all of these pieces actually come together in a real-world example.
Let's take a high-stakes situation. You just had a fantastic job interview. Now you need to send that thank you email that solidifies you as the perfect candidate. No pressure, right?
Just take a look at this example of a great thank you email. See how it's simple, direct, and really effective? It hits all the right notes without being over the top.
And this is why it gets an A+. It ticks all the boxes. You see it right here. Courteous greeting, clear purpose. It reinforces their interest, and it has a perfect professional sign-off. This is exactly what you should be aiming for. It's a textbook example.
So, I want you to remember this.
Every single email you send is a little piece of your professional reputation. It tells a story about who you are. So the next time you click Compose, just take that extra second and think, what story do I want this email to tell about me?